Jordan here from Set to Close. Today we're talking CRMs. So let me tell you a quick story about CRMs. So I was in years of sales recruitment, and what I found saddened me. Such in a deep way. It actually was the precursor to me building the company that Set to Close is today. I would see amazing salespeople get put into bad systems. They get bad results. I'd see average salespeople get put into good systems and get good results. And I said, I'm in the wrong business. To be genuine and authentic to the people that I serve, not just the companies, but the candidates, I have to be able to create systems that I can wholeheartedly say, this company can take care of you. Because they're normally not failing because of themselves. They're failing because the system and the training doesn't exist to get them there. The best piece of advice I can give here is build a plan, stick to it, include your team, and run to that solution. Systems first, process second, people third. And when you get those great people and you've had the great process and a great system, you make money. There is no substitute for a good implementation versus a bad implementation. And it all starts with objectives. What is your objective implementing a CRM? Well, realistically, different departments have different objectives and reasons, but the number one for a company is always to drive more revenue. This is without fail, does not change across the board. How do we make this the most practical as possible? Rule 1, listen to your sales, marketing, and customer success staff. Line them up, get them together, discuss everything, individually interview them, understand what they want to see, what problems they're having, what's the good, bad, and ugly, what have they seen from their past experiences, what do they envision this doing in the future. Your team is full of gold, I guarantee you, so go mine it. It's your job as a leader to do that. If you're listening to this and you're in a sales position, encourage your leaders to listen to those ideas because, it takes a village to raise a great company, just like our children. Now, this leads to the second thing, engagement. The CRM is only as good as are the people using it. If they're not using it, guess what? It's failing. So when you listen to them and you're solving the problems that they need solved with a program, they start to use it because they're like, this helps me win. This helps me go faster. This helps me sell more. This helps me communicate with other departments. This helps in our transitions. So just by a simple state of collaboration at the start, listening, learning, adapting, planning together, CRM implementations become very good. When you're trying to bring alive a CRM, you want to plan what your future state is, what your current sales state process is, what's holding back things within it, and how to open up that funnel from lead in all the way to conversion and then inside sale thereafter. And you want to understand how HubSpot would put it, spin the flywheel and get those sales referrals and the sales referrals coming back and forth in that wheel. What happens is too often we pick a technology and think it's going to wow us. Well, from my experience, a CRM is not the be all end all. We probably used 15 other programs that integrate in with our CRM to produce the value result that we're looking for. This is not a one size fits all, nor is it one solution. It's training and executing with staff, allowing them to learn, figuring out what segments of the market can power it forward. This is a complex endeavor, and too many people think it's simple. Oh, it's like changing a tire or putting a new engine in a car. It's really not. It's way more complex than those things because you're dealing with systems, processes, and people, and all three need to be improved during an implementation. Your system comes with the CRM, yes, but what additional tech stacks need to be added in there to make this thing fly? Second, processes need to be refined. There's usually gaps in processes in your funnel, like from lead in all the way to conversion, and there's some blockages in the way. That could be based on bad ICPs, bad buyer personas, messaging's off at different times, your education timing doesn't make sense, your sequences aren't firing, there's no workflow automation involved, your salespeople are overtasked and they're missing pieces, everything's not on automate. These are all things you got to consider. And as I said, it's complex, so that probably hurt your brain just listening to those things that I said. That's why you have to have a strategic project plan like you would any project, a work breakdown structure with a critical path to do this correctly. My encouragement to you, make a plan, stick to it, execute that, and do it in bite-sized chunks. Don't overwhelm your team. This is where you get people disengaged and going back to what they know. And you can't blame them. They're probably making millions in sales and hitting targets before with what they knew. But now we can get them to 2 million, 3 million, 4 million in individual sales with the right technology, the right stack. So my encouragement is stick with it, but execute on a plan, have people agree upon it. Number 1, collaborate on your way to it. Number 3, we're not showing salespeople how to make more money fast. Salespeople are emotional creatures. We like to drive fast, far. We like praise. We like to be number 1. These are all things that are like built into us. We like to win. Majority of salespeople I know, competitive sports players. That is 80% of what we see at a high level of the best, right? The best people making tens of millions in sales and being able to bring it across the line like that, they are competitive sports players. So what do we like? We like to go fast. We like to try new things, but we like to make sure they work. You have to get your salespeople wins right off the start using a new methodology and showing how they can stoke the fires at a higher level. Next thing you have to do, not just get the win, you have to make it easy, right? So that's why I need a system. Like guys, if you want to reach out, we'll help you do this, but I love putting in like a HubSpot. You can just go in and press start, task. Your salesperson doesn't have to look left, doesn't have to look right. Everything is preloaded, and it can be fast and efficient and help them win. We've seen over 250% increase in task output, meaning calls, emails, LinkedIn notes, WhatsApps, texts, whatever, with using a system that's fully optimized. So if they were at 50 tasks, now they could be at nearly 200. The output increase is exponential once you start to learn to use a system that can help you win and has simplicity to it. What's important is that bottom line, that salesperson staying encouraged, bringing more wins, having higher cadence, and just being more effective with what they do at your market type. That's what we're aiming for. I would encourage you to select a CRM that empowers your baseline. How do I drive more leads in the funnel? How do we show them to convert faster? And then having great analytics, that's a manager needs to be able to build those custom reports within those fields. Some CRMs, HubSpot included, Salesforce, they usually have a lot of those built out through like Power BI, whatever you want. There's a bunch of different dashboards there that exist. Remember, complementary tooling is going to be a part of this process. It is not simple. You're going to have to compete with understanding a very large value chain. And that's why consultants like Set to Close exist, because we understand that value chain and we understand the programs that work together, and we put the thousands of hours of work in evaluating technologies to stack within them to give you the greatest results. Just in the past 3 months, I probably put, between my staff and I, 600 hours into research behind what programs will integrate the best and do the best job in certain scenarios. So when you hire a company like ours, you have to realize that the effort that you don't have to go to because we've went to it is extraordinary. And then the fact that we've implemented this multiple times within phase is extraordinary as well. Anyways, I'm Jordan Rouse. I'm the CEO of Set to Close. Really happy that you tuned in and spent some time with us. Hey, if you're feeling overwhelmed, feel free, reach out to us, have a conversation. We can be here as a sounding board for you. We can help build these amazing CRM systems for you.